Oh, now you're going to decide. Okay, here are your classmates. Hi, here am I. We're going to play the Kieser quiz for chapter 8. Here we go. True or false? God is the only spiritual being that can work true miracles. Go. That was an easy one, right, Ben? True. You're not going to hurt yourself. You got a point. True or false? Natural laws are immutable. In other words, unchanging. Go. That again. False. That's false. True or false? True miracles are immediate and permanent. Go. Quentin?
False. Wait, true.
Okay. True.
That's good.
Next question. True or false? True miracles can be used for evil purposes. Go.
False.
True or false? True miracles always draw attention and glory to God. Go. Gracie?
True.
True. True or false? A rocket taking off into space is an example of overpowering a natural force. Go. Then?
True.
True or false? The creation of the universe out of nothing proves the existence of miracles. Go. Great. True or false? If natural laws describe what happens by natural causes, then miracles could be said to describe what happens by providence. Go. Yeah, you're the only one. Go ahead.
True.
Gracie? Providence, remember, is not a miracle. It's something. Providence is what happens indirectly. It's using natural causes. And God might be involved in that. True or false? The theistic God discovered through the cosmological, the teleological, and moral arguments is consistent with the God of the Bible. Go. Hey. Next question. Who won the NCAA national championship in football? Go. Jake. Alabama. True or false? The resurrection of Jesus is the greatest miracle and sets the precedent for all other miracles. Go. Claire? That's false. So now that we're done with the true false. I just answered it. What is the greatest precedent-setting miracle? Go. Ben?
Yeah.
Question. Whose logical argument claimed that natural laws are immutable? Go. Gracie. Spinoza. Sounds like something you're going to order at an Italian restaurant. Isn't there, what's the Italian restaurant on 72nd? No, on 72nd Street. It's really nice. Spezia.
Oh,
Spezia. There you go. Yes, good choice. Who's logical? I want to go to the restaurant. I can't, but I can. Whose logical argument claimed that miracles are not credible? Go. Who's Claire? Hume. True or false? The origin of the universe, which happened only once, is a counterexample to David Hume's argument that the evidence for the regular is always greater than the evidence for the rare. Go.
True.
True or false? That's the same question. No, it's not. Wait a minute. What? How did this? So the one, did I just say the creation of the universe? Oh, no. Okay, the origin of the universe. I just said the origin. Okay. I see the difference. Now we're good. The creation of life, which happened only once, is a counterexample to David Hume's argument that the evidence for the regular is always greater than the evidence for the rare. Go.
True.
Or false. The entire history of the world is comprised of rare, unrepeatable events. This is also a counter example to David Hume's argument. Go, Ben. Which argument tells us that God is unimaginably powerful, self-existent, and personal? Clear? Cosmological argument. Which argument tells us that God is supremely intelligent and purposeful in his design of the universe? Go. Ben? Yes. When does the Husker women's volleyball team play their first game of the season? Go.
February 1st. January 26th.
But they go next. It's wrong. Friday, January 22nd. They're ranked third in the Big Ten, but the Big Ten's the best volleyball league. Which argument tells us that God is absolutely pure and has given us an unchanging standard of justice? Go. Kate? The moral law argument. Name the unusual event that is being described. So I'm giving you adjectives for it, and you're telling me what the unusual event is. Does that make sense? Evil power, falsehood, demonic, limited. Go. Grace?
It makes sense.
Yes. Name the unusual event being described, prearranged events, naturally explained, spiritual context. Go. Claire? Providence. Say that like you mean it. But, you know what you're saying. Prodigal. Anyways, Nate. Name the unusual event being described. Sleight of hand, unnatural, man-controlled. Go. Gracie. That's magic. Name the unusual event being described. Freak of nature, natural event with pattern. Go. Ben. Anomaly. Name the unusual event being described. Mind over matter, requires faith, fails for some sicknesses. Go.
What's my shoulder?
That was ladies. Yeah.
Psychological.
Nope. Good. Psychosomatic.
I was like psycho something.
Is this general or special revelation? The human body. Go. Ben?
General.
General. General or special? The Gospel of Matthew. Go. Claire? What?
That's not general. Another one.
Say it like you mean
Special. It's special. General or special? The life and work of Jesus. Go. Ben? Special.
I mean special.
Next question. Don't shoot me. I'm just writing a question. Who is the new Vice President of the United States? Go. Gracie. Kamala Harris. Is this general or special revelation? The planets. Go. Fruit Loops.
Your name is
Wait.
General.
General. Very good. Run back there and get my book. My big atheist book. What's the movie that's called? Remember the Titans? Name one unmistakable sign of a miracle of God. Go. Ben? It's immediate. Name another. Go. What?
Personal.
It's
Claire, be positive.
Claire.
Permanent?
Permanent. Yep.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Wait, so when you like put the spit in that guy in the mud or whatever, that wasn't.
That's a good question.
I think
Yeah, the completion of it wasn't immediate, but it began the miracle. That's a good question. Name another, go. Yeah. That by definition.
Yeah.
So here I'm going to read to you what some of these are. Oh, yeah, Grace.
Glorifies God.
Glorifies God. Very good. So it's instantaneous and permanent and it's instantaneous, permanent. It promotes good or right behavior, and it gives glory to God. So all of those are signs of an actual miracle. Okay, let's talk about. I won't make you face the camera anymore because I'm going to talk now. Who won?
One by one.
Really?
Always by like 1 point.
Wow.
I don't think
Well,
no.
the problem is that I can owe you candy, but I don't have a whole lot of candy left. I don't want to run out of candy for the next time. So. Okay, here's what's on the test. And the last part of this especially you want to listen to. So there's 10 true false, and there's it's 40 points, so it's not huge. And then it's 6 extra, not extra credit, 6 multiple choice. It's 2 sets of matching. So there's a matching for terms, and there's a matching for whether something is general or special revelation. And then there's quite a bit of short answers. So you're going to ask to list 3 criteria of a unmistakable sign of God, a miracle that distinguishes it from other unusual events. So I put down here, cannot be explained naturally. It's purposeful. It gives glory to God. It cannot be connected to immorality or error. It's immediate and it's lasting. And then your essay, or actually short answer. First one is this. Using complete sentences, explain why the existence of God disproves polytheism. You will find the answer to that on page 199. So using complete sentences, explain why the existence of God disproves polytheism. And then using complete sentences, explain the following quote from C.S. Lewis. If we admit God, must we admit miracle? Indeed, indeed, you have no security against it. That is the bargain. You have 1 extra credit question, and then the essay, if you will. You'll find the answer to this on pages 200, 203 to 210. So you're going to write out in syllogistic form the premises, Benedict Spinoza or David Hume's logical argument. So you're just going to write out this is true, this is true, this is true, this is true, so this must be true. You're just going to write out the actual argument. And then, and then you're to refute the argument. In other words, you're to explain why it is not logical. What's wrong with that argument? Why is it not true? Does that make sense? So on your study guide, it said explain it. That's what I mean by explain, is to refute it. You don't need to tell me what laws are immutable. What does that mean? Natural laws are immutable. You need to tell me why the argument's not logical. What makes the argument illogical? Does that make sense? We're all on the same page? Okay, excellent. So you'll take that test tomorrow. You'll take your verse quiz tomorrow. And you should have plenty of time to get rid of those things. Okay. your test is on, or will be at least, on Teams if you're not gonna be with us tomorrow.